A quiet cottage near Mount Kailash. Snow drifts gently outside, and inside, Parvati sits peacefully, shaping something with tender care. It's just turmeric and clay, but to her it's more than that. With every touch, she infuses it with love, intention, and life. And soon a little boy stands before her, her creation, her son. She smiles and gives him a simple task: guard the door while she bathes. Let no one enter, she says. The boy nods, innocent and firm. Then Shiva returns, the silent ascetic, fresh from his meditation in the wilds. He walks toward the door, expecting welcome, but is met with resistance. You cannot go in, the boy says. Shiva pauses. He doesn't recognize the child. The child doesn't know he's his father. Tension builds. The devas gather. Energy stirs. Shiva warns the boy once, then again. But the boy doesn't budge. He's following his mother's command with unwavering faith. And then, in a moment driven by misunderstanding, divine ego, and the heat of power meeting innocence, Shiva lifts his trident. The boy falls. Silence. Parvati steps out and sees her son's body lying still. Her heart breaks. Her grief shakes the cosmos. Even Shiva, the destroyer of worlds, stands frozen, stunned by what he's done. But from this pain rises a deeper lesson. Power without awareness causes harm. Love without communication breeds confusion. And sometimes, even gods must face the consequences of unconscious action. To make things right, Shiva sends his followers to bring back the head of the first living being they find. They return with an elephant's head, strong, wise, grounded. And with sacred grace, the boy is brought back. Ganesha is born anew, part child, part elephant, fully divine. But why an elephant? Why such an unusual form for one of the most beloved deities? Because every part of Ganesha is a symbol. Big ears, listen more. Small eyes, focus deeply. Large head, think with wisdom. Tiny mouth, speak less. And that huge belly? It teaches us to digest everything life gives us. Praise and blame, joy and sorrow. He's not just adorable, he's a living code. A guide to higher living hidden in the form of a child. And then there's the famous tale, the race around the world. Shiva holds a fruit, shimmering with the essence of knowledge. He offers it to his sons, Kartikeya and Ganesha. Whoever circles the world fastest will receive this gift. Kartikeya, the warrior, takes flight instantly on his peacock, racing across oceans and mountains. Ganesha simply looks at his parents, walks around them, and bows. My world is you. He wins, not by speed but by wisdom. He reminds us that sometimes the deepest truths are not found in distance traveled, but in understanding what truly matters. And when you look at Shiva's family as a whole, something remarkable emerges. It's not a flawless divine household. It's a mirror of our own families, full of love, misunderstanding, growth, and transformation. Parvati embodies devotion and emotional strength. Shiva reflects detachment and inner awareness. Kartikeya radiates courage and determination. And Ganesha, he brings the softness, the wisdom, the inner stillness that balances them all. They argue, they forgive, they break, and then rebuild. And maybe that's what makes them divine. Not because they are perfect, but because they evolve together. Even gods face tension at the dinner table. Even the Himalayas have emotional storms. But from every misunderstanding comes a moment of awakening. From every accident, a space to grow. And in every corner of that cottage, near Kailash, echoes a lesson for all of us. Because families, in their chaos and their grace, are not just emotional centers. They are spiritual classrooms. So the next time your home feels noisy or imperfect or full of contradictions, pause, breathe, and remember that even in the home of gods, things got messy. But through patience, love, and understanding, they didn't just live together, they grew together. And maybe, just maybe, that's what makes a family sacred. Ganesha stands, blessing devotees. Soft music fills the air. A child draws his form. A parent meditates. A home, imperfect and divine, pulses with quiet growth. May we all find the Ganesha within, calm, wise, and filled with love. Subscribe for more timeless stories from the Shiva Purana, where ancient myth meets modern meaning.